everyone, welcome back to the Painscreek Killings. This is part 3. I am so excited to play more of this game today. So in the last video, we found out that Vivian's husband Charles had an affair with a maid at their house called Sophia. Sophia became pregnant and had a child in secret, which she then gave to Father Matthew to raise. That is Scott. And then Scott and Trisha, Vivian and Charles's daughter, started dating and said that they were in love, which of course is really bad because they're half siblings, they just don't know it. We also found out that at some point Sophia died, and I suspect that Andrew plus one or more other people actually killed Sophia, and now her ghost is haunting this town, and we saw her ghost in the last video. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to be a ghost or if it's just some kind of hallucination or something like that. We'll see. Hello? Sorry about that, guys. I literally just got a scam call just there. They are so annoying. Or I don't know, maybe it was a ghost calling me. Sophia's after me. Oh yeah, and we also found some really weird stuff in Bernard's house. There was blood and a knife and an axe missing, lots of strange stuff. So I don't know what his deal is. We'll see. So yeah, let's just get into it. I am so excited. Okay, so in Bernard's house, we found a note in his diary that basically explained how to figure out... Wait, what was it the code for? Oh, it was the code for something. I totally forgot. Well, this is off to a good start. But I did make a note of that you need to do something with the dart points. Let's do that. I feel like, I mean, is she gonna pop up randomly now and scare the crap out of me or what? I don't know. I'm really on edge now. Right, so we needed to subtract the yellow darts points from the red darts total. Oh, okay, so I was saying, but these are red and green, not red and yellow. Okay, does it mean... It means the actual darts in the board. Okay. I don't play darts, so I don't have a clue about how this works. So the ones on the edge are double ring. The outer ring counts as double the normal score. Would that be like, if it was... On the red one there, would that be, it was like 18 times 2? I don't know, I'm stressed. Okay, so that's on 15. So would it be like 15 times 2, which is 30? Yeah, maybe. So let's see, yellow is 30. And then, what is in my way? Oh, a table. Then those ones are on those kind of inner triangles. So what are they? Here. Single scores. Any dart landing in the non-ringed area scores the number shown at the outside of that segment. Okay, so that will be 8. 8 plus 18. So subtract the yellow, which is 30, from the red darts total. But the red darts total is 26. So subtract 30 from 26, but that's minus 4. That doesn't make sense. Is there a dartboard somewhere else? Maybe it's not that dartboard. Did I miss a dartboard in Bernard's house? I may have done. Let me just go back and check. Even though Bernard's house is hella creepy, I don't like it. Does he have a dartboard? Oh, I'm running into everything. Does he have a dartboard in here? I wonder, do we have to find this axe at some point? There wouldn't be a dartboard in the bathroom. Is it on the back of a door or something? Is that it? Is it on the back of the door? No. I always think I have such good ideas and then they don't work out. Is there... Aha! Oh, I knew it! I knew it would be on the back of a door. Sorry, I got way too excited there, but I feel like a genius. Yeah, because, oh, okay, so that dart on the ground was giving us a clue that there's a dartboard here. Oh, and then we use the knowledge we learned from the inn to figure this out. Okay, gotcha. 2 normal. And then 1 on the inside. That was triple, wasn't it? Yellow is 7 plus 2. And red is 60. So subtract yellow from red. So 60 minus 9 is 51. Is that right? Oh my god, I gave myself a heart attack. I keep thinking that ghost is coming to get me. Okay. Study room, locked desk, hint. Okay, yeah, so this is for the study room, locked desk. So 51? What? But that's got 4 digits. I don't know how to figure that out. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go to the hospital and have a look around because we didn't have time to get to the hospital in the last video. And I have some keys and key cards and stuff for the hospital. So I have the key for the, I think it was the medical records room. Wherever that is. Storage, medical records here. Okay. There we go. Right, let's find something juicy. Oh.
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Okay. Can somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin and I placed it one of the drawers of the lobby? If she's wondering, I found it in the basement storage. She needs to take better care of her things. Her pin? As in like a pin number or an actual pin? So I need to check drawer in the lobby. Maybe there's some way we can get into the basement as well. I'm sure there's some stuff down there. Oh! Oh my god, this writing is so tiny. I need to go closer. Let me just try and bring the microphone with me. Medical condition report, 1985. James Comley, 5 Clover Street, Painscreek. Who's James? Bonnie Ramsey. Andrew Reed. Oh, Andrew Reed in 1994. Yeah, he's alcohol dependence, mental or emotional illness. Okay. Jason Gomez. Okay. Kyle Thornton. Marlon Fox. Rebecca Hunter? Raymond Brown. Oh, Wanda Tyler. This is Derek's mom. In 1992. She had cancer. Okay. None of this is like new information though. The purpose of this form is to provide the patient with the necessary information that they need to give to their employer to help the employer make the decision about accommodating the patient. Andrew Reid. Restrictions or limitations. 2 to 4 weeks. See page 2 for details. There is no page 2 though. Huh. Okay. Bonnie Ramsey. Andrew Reid. Prescription drug prior author request form. Medication name. Aprazolam. He had a different medication in his house, didn't he? 2 times a day for 2 weeks. Wanda Tyler, Aceway Insurance, Cytoxum, once a day for 2 weeks. Okay. I don't really understand most of this, honestly. I don't know. I didn't, like, nothing stood out to me as particularly helpful there, so I don't know, but yeah, maybe I'm just stupid as well. Let's go to the lobby then and see if we can find the pin code. Who is it for again? Catherine, did they say? Maybe we can open her locker and find out more about that time capsule thing. Yeah, it's Catherine. Okay. So where's the lobby? What's a lobby? Is this the lobby? Or... Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, get me out, get me out, get me out. What the hell just happened? Oh my god, my heart. That literally scared the crap out of me. I wasn't expecting it at all. But the lights weren't even freaking on in the hospital. What the bloody hell? Guys, I'm actually not okay. Oh, after that. That scared the life out of me. I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking. Look, you have to be brave. Because we're not gonna progress the story if you're not. Right. Well, it's fine, Ghost. I didn't want to go there anyway. I think this is the lobby, so this is where I wanted to go. So, feck ya. What is that? Pick up? 1964. Oh, okay, so it's literally a pin. Did the lights just come back on? Oh, it just stopped. Okay. So 1964, is that the code to... Is there a Catherine's locker? Oh my god, I'm not okay. I'm not going that way. Let's go back around here and get to the nurse's station. Right, 1964. Catherine. 1964. Yes. Logbook. So I think this is like getting to me so much because I was not expecting this game to be ghosty or creepy or anything. I thought I was gonna have a lovely time just solving a plain old murder. Oh my god, the writing is so tiny as well. So this is in 1993. Norma Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but we were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. It's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. Susan has been sick 3 days in a row, with Catherine calling in sick at the last moment. Tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I have agreed to do a double shifts this weekend. It is unfortunate that 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Who's that? Rumor was that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else were playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river near the hunting cabin. Do you know, for such a small town, a lot of people die in it. Is the whole town a ghost town or something? I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15 p.m. and visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out of the window. It wasn't raining. Oh, stop. Stop. There better not be someone behind me now. Right. Okay. So, like, ugh. Just run for it. What was the point of that? I don't want to search this hospital anymore. It's so creepy. Okay, so I've got this key card. That should open something. Oh, hang on. Oh, can I use the key card here? Power is off. Oh! Right, so I need to turn the power back on to get this key card to work. So, I mean, I assume the power would be in the basement. Right, stop it, stop it, stop it. This door is locked. I bet you we turned the power back on by going down there. Okay, let's go upstairs and have a look. Oh, hang on, we can go up even more. Oh, the roof. Is the power up here? This looks like power. Oh, a broken ledge. Someone could fall and die. Ooh, not me. Did someone fall and die? Can't see anything. Okay. Right, I can't really do anything up here. Right, so this is at the front of the hospital. Maybe I should look down there and see if there's something. So was it here? Oh! Someone fell. Who? Did I maybe take a picture of this? Okay, who fell off? Who fell off the roof, though? Oh. Oh, these last few months gave me time to reflect for quite some time. When one comes to the understanding that soon my body will be no more and I will return to the earth, the question arises of the purpose we fragile beings have in this life. How my soul yearns for those joyful moments with loved ones when I was ignorant of such incomprehensible matters, and now I sit here just waiting for death, knowing that I will never have a second chance. Oh my god, that's so sad. If only I could express what I feel to my wife, kids, people I once called friends. Maybe I can feel comfort. My body may be old to travel, but at least I can send something to them. A nurse has helped me prepare a package to send. I'll see to it personally that it gets dropped off once my body feels better. The last effort of a sick old man. Harold S. Mason. Okay, so what package? What package was that? Oh, what the? I didn't notice this blood stain the first time I looked at this. Playground, behind hunting cabin, cemetery. Where is this blood stain? Does this mean something? What happened? Oh, this is that bridge with that house near where we saw the ghost. We saw the ghost here. Okay. Like, I'm finding some interesting stuff doing another sweep, but none of it is helping me. Please. Oh! Oh my god, a key! Yes, I missed this. Wanda Tyler. What does that say? 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. Yes, we're finally back in business. Oh my god. Right, we have somewhere to go. Something to do. Hallelujah. Let's go to 43. Whatever it said, I don't even care. I'm so happy. I have literally just been searching around in this game for almost 2 hours. Just, you know, looking through everything, being driven insane. But, you know, I did find another couple of small things that I missed, so I guess maybe it was good, but just very frustrating. Right, so what was that? Silver Lake Boulevard. So that's over here, isn't it? Wasn't Bernard on Silver Lake too? Would she be down here as well? 30. Ooh, what's up here? 32. 33. Right, not up here. I think I'm going the right way, so let's see. 41. 43, this is it. Okay. I'm so excited. Yes! Finally something's happening. Oh my god. I literally thought I would be stuck there forever. Right, let's do this. Okay, so this is Derek and his mother Wanda with cancer's house. So let's see. Oh, that's very burnt. Right, there's nothing really there. That's a nice big shower. Well, there's nothing in here so far. It's not a good sign. Oh, oh God, that gave me such a fright. What's this? Old and New London, Walford, Volume 4. What's that about? Don't know. I'm so confused. Right, let's check upstairs. Ah! Would you stop? Yeah, like, it doesn't look like people left. Like, if you were leaving, why would you leave your shampoo behind and stuff? You know, it's all just very odd. Oh, her handbag. What does that say? Thank you, Wanda, for your hard work. Does that say Vivian? I'm not really sure what that says, honestly. It's broken. I need a tool to fix this. It doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. Diary. Ooh, okay. So we're at 1974. Derek turned 4 today. Vivian organized a small party for him. I really appreciate what she has done for us. After blowing out the birthday candles, I asked him what he wished for. He said, I wish to see Papa. I did not know what to say to him. I could not tell him his father left us. Aww. Vivian is being hospitalized for mental instability. Dorothy has asked for me to care for Vivian while she remains at the hospital. I wonder how Vivian must be feeling right now, knowing she might not be able to conceive anymore. Magdalene wants a boy to continue the family line. Not being able to have children anymore will be devastating for Vivian. I pity her. I just can't stand Sophia. She's not that pretty. Just barely a year working here and the others are already serving her hand and foot. She's just here to take advantage of the Roberts family. I don't trust her. I wish she'd just disappear. Yikes. Okay. So she wasn't a fan of Sophia. Oh! Derek's knife. Why can't I take any of these? What's that red stuff on it? Is that blood? Strange. Let me take a picture. Okay. Oh. Ooh, sneaky. 1995. Trisha visited me again. Ever since Scott was fired and was told not to see Trisha anymore, she's been visiting me quite often. Not only is she angry at Vivian, she's also annoyed with Scott, saying that Scott is avoiding her. Yeah, because he found out you're like related. I visited mom today. Her cancer has relapsed. After her tumor disappeared 2 years ago, no one expected it to return again, especially this quickly. Mom looked fine and seemed to be getting used to the hospital visits. Dr. Johnson said the chemotherapy sessions are needed due to the late stage cancer and that she would need my support more than ever. Upon leaving, I saw Scott talking with Dr. Johnson. They looked serious. I wonder if Scott found a new job after being fired. Dr. Johnson's body was found near Cherry Creek Lake today. The police came and interviewed Vivian. Apparently she was seen with Dr. Johnson a lot. Vivian was heard with her voice raised at the police during the interview. Trisha got frightened and locked herself in her room. I don't know what is going on. The police came to my house to interview me again about the death of Dr. Johnson. I am so tired of all that has happened recently. Scott came back with Father Matthew today. Their lawyer came too. Reporters were waiting at the church asking why they would allow a killer back to Painscreek. Trisha came back from the hospital and was desperate to see Scott. When Charles and Bernard stopped her, she broke down in tears. What can I do? Okay. Ooh. 1990. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course that isn't true. So we had a competition and Trisha was our referee. We set the goal line to be the fence in front of the river. I was waiting until we almost reached the finishing line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he did not listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the river bank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing. Even though Scott was the one bleeding, I think I'm hurting more than him. Oh, yikes. Like, I do feel bad for Derek. It really sucks to like someone or be in love with someone who doesn't feel the same way about you. I've experienced that several times in my life. It sucks. But you've got to just move on. I know it's really hard to do, but this is not healthy. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have, by the end of this week, to decide. It's a good opportunity. I'd get a raise in salary and I'd get to travel around the country. I think I'll say yes. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Ooh. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we will open it up in 10 years. Okay, so I need to go check the cemetery then. A big rock. Do I need to get a shovel? I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into a bookstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she will like it. I should surprise her by giving her the notebook on her birthday. Oh man. Oh, that's so sweet, but seriously, move on with someone else. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom. On the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. That sounds pretty damn good to me. Charles treats me very well. He even gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for mom next time. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured us that it's fine. So off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. I didn't know what eggs those were and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. Ah! I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. He then spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right hand with the stick towards the snake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run." We all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I've ever ran in my life. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott and myself hunting in the back of the woods, playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we live in and our jobs. I just miss the time when we were young and carefree. We would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Why doesn't she realise that I like her? Well, Jesus, Derek, maybe if you just told her and then she could say yes or no and then you could move on with your life. Ah, Derek Tyler's story. Oh, what's this? Typewriter. Can I do anything with it? I don't think so. Right, I think that's everything. And now I'm stuck again. Let me go check out the cemetery and see if I can find this buried thingy. Okay, so he said he buried their time capsule in the cemetery next to a big rock. Here's a big rock. Okay. Feel like I might need a shovel or something. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Search. I need a tool to dig. Oh. Right. I need to find a shovel, of course. Do I have to start off with 501? Recording dart scores. This is a standard version of the game. Players must start and finish with a double scoring dart. The player's starting score value is set to 501. The aim is to finish the game with as low a score as possible. Scoring a double on the last dart thrown will make that player's score 0. When the player has thrown their 3 darts, their score is added up. The total is then subtracted from that original. With the 2 boards combined, there's 3 red darts and 3 yellow darts. Did I miss this freaking key? Oh my god, I missed the freaking key. A key with an exquisite design. Right, does this open her desk? I'd say it does. No! Oh, is this for the clock? It doesn't work. Right. Does it open the... Oh, if this has got hinges. Oh my god. How did I miss that the first time? I don't know. And of course we need a code. Oh, we need a code. Okay. Oh my god, I don't know what... Ugh. I don't know what this code would be. Maybe... No, I thought I couldn't pick this up. A well-cleaned grill fork, though. It kind of sounds like a possible murder weapon. But, I don't know. Oh! I don't think I searched this one. Oh, I didn't! I missed this one. Items needed for the barbecue. Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush. Why is grill brush on twice? What is that? Is that a grill brush? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, let's try this. No. You see, I don't think it would be the key for the cabin. Because didn't they say Trisha had that key? Oh my god. Whose room is this? Is this the parents' room? Right. Another key. Oh my god. 201. It's for the detective. Oh my god. Now we're back. Now we're back onto it. Okay. So, for the clock. Oh my god. Right. So I got stuck because I missed those small few things my first time through. I'm so annoyed that I missed that key in the drawer. That would have helped so much. Right, read diary. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He said Scott is too inexperienced and is a burden to him. What he hasn't realised is that the garden has not been maintained well over the past few months, that his drunk behaviour is irritating, and that Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott is a fast learner. He should be up to speed in no time. Charles was the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Okay, so in 1994, Vivian maybe didn't know that Scott was Charles's son. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a number of times, and Charles always seems happy with his company. I just don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time in his hunting cabin than he does at home. Right, we need to get into this hunting cabin. I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How did he know about Sophia? Who could have told him? It must be Andrew, that drunk. I told him Sophia is gone. Those hallucinations of his is getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. I'll need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott from now on. I'll try and see who he talks to, who he asks. I called Oliver and asked if he could be the main photographer for the Easter fundraising event. When he asked what the funds will be used for, I told him it'll be used to raise awareness of Painscreek to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When asked how much he would charge, he simply said it'd be free. I was surprised. I appreciate his contribution for the town. The deal with Howard Medical came through just as I anticipated. Instead of being happy, I feel empty. Am I getting numb from work, or is it that I don't care anymore? Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Trisha was silent as well. She's distancing herself from me. I can feel it. She used to confide in me about everything. Now we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? I don't want Trisha to be near Scott anymore. Of all the men in the world, why did Trisha pick him? This is unacceptable. Oh, maybe Vivian didn't know that Scott was Charles's son. Or maybe Scott's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. But I think he is. I think he is. Can we look under the bed? Is there anything under there? Don't think so. Right. I think that's everything. Was there a list of dinner times or something? Like, when is tea time? Was there a list of those somewhere? Is there any mention of when tea time is? I don't know, but this definitely. Yes. Okay. When would tea time be? Like 6? Is that tea time? No. A has to be written somewhere. Right, I have to figure out what tea time is, but now I'm gonna go to the pub and use the new key that I got so we can hopefully find out some juicy stuff. Right, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. So let's open his post box thingy first. What? 201. Is it 2 different keys for the flipping post box? Oh, feck off. Right, well, it's gotta open the door then. Yes. Ew, this is not very clean. Anne's Courtyard would not be getting a 5-star review from me. The Holy Bible. Okay. He left his briefcase. Are you serious? I can't open this briefcase. Oh my god. Right, let's read his diary. Bernard Hopkins, his address. Father died in mine accident. He was at home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. Yeah, well, I mean, we've been to Bernard's house and he's pretty suspicious now. I'll say that, with the blood and everything. Interview with Dorothy, interview with Mary tomorrow at Moon Cafe, meeting with Sheriff at the Outpost at 10 a.m. on 5/11. He mentioned wanting to show me some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they hidden there. Ooh, okay. Stop. It's the ghost girl. Where's that? That's at the hospital. Oh, is that the person that jumped from the roof? Yeah, that opens, but what's the code? Is that date the code in the corner? Surely it wouldn't be. That doesn't make sense. What's on the back? Oh! The code is Calvin's date of birth. Father Calvin. Father Calvin, the code. Okay. Is there anything on the back of this? Painscreek Community Hospital. Yeah. I don't know if that's Ghost Girl or not. Where can I find the key? Oh, that's the thing we got from Scott. Where's that? Where's that? It's on the side of a wardrobe. But like, it doesn't really show you where it is. For flip's sake. Okay. Right. Let's go down and check out this counter. So it was at the counter. What did he say? There's a latch. Oh, more darts. Do you know, I'm sick of that dart puzzle now at this stage. I can't find it. Oh. Oh my god. I can't believe I missed all those keys. Well, I'm glad I have them now. I still can't find this latch for this secret panel though. Like, where? Right, I don't know. I'll come back to that. Let's go and open these rooms. Right, so 204. I can't believe I missed all of these keys. Right, just a Bible. I don't care. Oh, are these rooms gonna have like nothing in them? That is gross. It's so dirty. Oh, it's just a toilet roll thing. Oh, are these rooms all gonna be empty just to frustrate you because you're supposed to find every key there except the one you need? Right, nothing in here. Oh. What's under that? I think it's just a book. That's exactly what they've done, isn't it? They've just put nothing in all of these rooms to annoy you. Flippin' Bible, would you go away? I'm enraged. That was such a colossal waste of time. Oh! This hat must have been left by a guest. Okay, I guess that was just maybe an achievement or something. But yeah, not relevant to the story at all. Thanks for that. Right, I have been playing for a really long time. I've run out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this video another day, and I'll probably just keep it as, you know, the same video when I edit it. So if I suddenly change clothes, it's because I just recorded the rest of this on a different day. Okay, so I'm back 2 days later. Yesterday I was wedding dress shopping, so I didn't have time to play this. I think I found my dress. I'm so excited. But anyway, let's get back to the game and focus. So I know I said I'd probably be back in different clothes, but no, I'm wearing the Britney Spears t-shirt again because it's just so freaking comfy. Right, so I actually made some great progress earlier today off camera. So I made a big list of things that I was stuck on, and I figured out most of them off camera, and I did have to look one up, but I will mention that when we get to it as well. So I'm really happy with the progress that I made. I just thought that I should spend an hour or two off camera, just figuring the stuff out that I was stuck on, so that we don't have the rest of this video again, me just running around stuck, because that's basically what the whole of the first part of this video was. I was so stuck. Right, so first things first, I found this freaking hidden compartment. Here, see? Right? Now that I know where it is, I find it instantly. Right, so examine. I thought when they said counter, I thought they meant these. That's very misleading. Although I did search this and still didn't find that. But anyway, whatever. I'm over it now. Right, let's crouch down and have a look here. Can I pick up the bunny? Oh, I can. Oh my god, it's so cute. Is there any reason for this bunny, or is it just like lost and found or something? I'm not being a perv, I just thought there might be a clue hidden on its butt. I swear. Okay, I don't think there's anything. It's super cute though. Nothing there. All that for a freaking logbook? This better be worth it. There better be something super freaking juicy in here. Right, so 1997. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's a tragedy that Vivian's murder case was never solved. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving Painscreek soon as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. Okay, what happened? What happened? Tell us. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused? Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I know anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. Whose diary is this? When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. What happened in 1975? Oh, was that the year the affair was and Scott was born? As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. Oh yeah, okay. So to do with Sophia. But seriously, is that all that's in there? None of that's helpful. That's so annoying. Okay, anyway. Sure, look, we got it. We got it. Right. So, what else did I figure out? Okay, the darts thing. So, I had to look up the darts thing. It was driving me mad. I was coming up with all these different numbers and typing all these different combinations into the study desk, and I was being driven insane. So I looked it up. And I don't have the final clue yet that I need to solve that. Apparently at some stage, we're going to find a photo somewhere of where that red dart that we found on the ground, of where that was placed on the board, and then we'll be able to solve it. Do you know, I'm glad that I looked it up, because I was wasting so much time on it. So I'm glad that we can just move on from that for now. So that's not solvable right now. Then I also looked around to try and find that wardrobe. Remember that photo we found in the private investigator's room where it showed the little kind of like almost keyhole where the cross Scott gave Trisha would go? I had a look around wardrobes, couldn't find that. I have my suspicion that that might be the wardrobe in the cabin. So again, I'm going to leave that for the moment because I feel like we might be able to do that once we find the cabin key. Right, so the next two things that I want to do will be in the cemetery. Okay, so I found two things in the cemetery. So I realized that there's a gate here that we can open and that we can go in here to Magdalene Roberts' grave. Now, I think Magdalene Roberts is Charles Roberts' mother. because remember Vivian said in her diary that Magdalene was going on about how Vivian needed to produce a male heir to the Roberts fortune and all of that. So I do believe that this is Charles's mother. Okay, let's see if there's anything useful in here. So you will always be remembered. 1907 to 1975. Oh, she died in 75 as well. So a lot happened in 75. Is there anything around here on the ground? Oh. Well, that wasn't very interesting, but I didn't want to go in by myself off camera in case there was something cool. So then I was also thinking, we found out from the private investigator's notebook that it was one of his photos, yeah, that he said the code to the confession box is Father Calvin's birthday. So firstly I went to the church and I had a look at his photos on the wall and stuff to see if it was written there, and it wasn't. So then I thought, oh, I'll just check the graveyard and see if he has a tombstone. And I found this one, which I think is his, Calvin Bennett. So his date of birth is the 24th of October 1902. So I'm going to go and see if I can open that now. I'm really excited. So if this is something stupid or not useful, I'm going to be pretty annoyed now. Right, so, and this is American, so should I do it backwards? So should we do 10? I'm sorry, I don't mean to like offend Americans, but like, I'm sorry, yous do the date backwards. Yous have to admit, why would you go month, day, year? That makes no sense. You should do day, month, year. It's like smallest amount of time to biggest amount of time. Anyway, that's my rant. It's over now. And then should it be 02? Oh. Would that be the correct way to put it in? Yes. Oh, juicy. Okay. Well, I'm telling you, this better be juicy. Better be something juicy in this. Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Mrs. Magdalene Roberts. Oh, that was handy that we literally just looked at her grave. I swear I didn't plan that. I didn't know that this would mention her. Anyway, I have no one to confide in and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Mrs. Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. Yeah, so Magdalene is Charles's mother. It was rumoured that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, that she had to stay in Painscreek Hospital for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair, a boy was born. Sorry, the way he says that, like, oh, Charles was left all alone, as if like, poor Charles. Sorry, your wife is in the hospital after giving birth to your child, which by the way is a huge freaking deal and a huge stress on the body and the mind. And then she's obviously had, you know, postpartum depression or something along those lines, which is very common. Needed to stay in the hospital for a bit, and it's like, oh, poor Charles, his wife left him all alone, he was abandoned. Of course he had to seek comfort with Sophia. Like, would you shut up? Charles is a piece of trash. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Mrs. Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would just leave when she would be accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that. Okay, so they're basically saying that if Sophia and, well, her son Scott had stuck around, the mother would have pushed for Charles to, I guess, divorce Vivian and marry Sophia instead so that the family had a male heir. Geez, so does that mean she just doesn't give a crap about her granddaughter Trisha then? So she's kind of like, oh yeah, she's okay, but like, she's a girl. Like, this is the 70s though. I don't get why this is such a thing, that the heir has to be a boy. I don't think that was even really still a thing, even in the 70s, but anyway. Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. Sorry, I missed the end of that sentence. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition and it had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes. But should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Mrs. Roberts back home, no. Another murder? Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm like super giddy. Definitely not within such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. Yeah, I don't get that. Wouldn't you want to more know like how your loved one died and make sure nothing fishy happened as opposed to like keeping their body perfect? As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder, who could have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead? Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position and I'm afraid that I might name the wrong person. Go on, tell us. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I am trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. Who's Sylvia? Okay, so we've got like basically everyone in this town has been murdered. Right, and then the last thing I figured out off camera was I figured out the clock and the tea time. Okay, so I mean all of that we found was like cool information for the story, but we haven't found anything new to help us progress. So I did another search of the mansion and I realized that I missed something out here. See, there's a little note on the ground here that I did not see before. I swear that wasn't there before. But anyway, so it says, notes for Vivian's tea schedule. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Use a half cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. So now we know that tea time is 3:20. So exciting. So we can go and open this clock and hopefully there's something useful in there, because after this I'm out of ideas again. Right, so okay, is that at 3:20? Yes. Okay. I mean, we got another letter though, not another key or anything, so I'm a bit nervous now, but it's okay. So this is in 1975. So right, it seems to all be happening in 1975. Something happened in 1975, I think, that put all of these murders in motion or something like that. Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate her for leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. Well, I mean, yeah, affairs have ended political careers before, so that makes sense. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. What is with all of this crap? You know, the girl can just keep the Roberts name if she gets married and give the Roberts name to her children if she has any. Like, this is literally so stupid. Anyway, if that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Henry Johnson. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request, and here is my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law. Magdalene, it is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Naughty Dr. Johnson. And naughty Vivian. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. Did Vivian give this to Magdalene to kill her and then other people accidentally took it? Oh. Right. Okay, so where are we at now? Oh, I think we're back to a stuck point now. Oh, hang on. There's a, oh, I missed this. I missed this drawer. Sorry, I'm just in the sitting room and I missed a set of drawers here. October 16th, 1973. Dear Mrs. Roberts, on behalf of Jackson and Lewis, we'd like to thank you for appointing us to be Painscreek Hospital's medical provider. With your husband, Mr. Charles Roberts, running for mayor, some might consider this partnership to be solely for the benefit of his status. On the contrary, it also greatly benefits us as your supporting funds allow us to continue our research and assisting our elderly patients. Details of the contract will be sent over shortly. Please go through the papers, have them signed and returned to us by the end of the week. Thank you, Eric Campbell. Okay. Oh. Well, I missed it, but it wasn't that useful. It's just, I'm starting to get really frustrated. What's this? Oh! The Painscreek Herald, mansion worker Andrew Reed's charred body found in his burnt home. Body covered with third-degree burns. At around 11:25 last night, a fire broke out on 7 Blackpine Road, Painscreek. Andrew Reed, the owner of the house, was found deceased with third-degree burns from head to toe. Oh, yikes. He was seated on the couch in the living room next to the fireplace when the fire likely started. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, but the sight of alcoholic bottles on the floor suggests that the carpet may have been soaked and helped increase whatever set the incident off. Yeah, I'd say he was definitely murdered. According to possible witnesses, Andrew was seen drunk last night when he was leaving Anne's Courtyard Inns and Suites. Police found bottles of empty vodka in the living room next to the fireplace. No foul play is detected at this moment. Andrew Reed, a gardener and handyman for the Roberts family for more than 2 decades, has a wife and a son. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so we knew that already. Oh, I don't think I found this before. Space occupancy. 102 was Wanda. Yeah, we found her room. 201 was Teresa. 203 was Trisha. Oh yeah, we found out in, was it the previous video, that Trisha stayed in the hospital for a while, and was there something in her room? So room 203. Let's find that. 204, 203. Of course it's locked. Right, so I guess we need a freaking key for that as well. Okay, at least we know which one is Trisha's room. The door is bolted from behind. Oh, do I have to get in another way? A back way? Because if it's bolted from behind, then doesn't that mean you can't open it even with a key? So, that's just the diary. The photo. The license. And the letter hiring DP. Oh! Is that a bloody handprint? I didn't notice that before. Can I open this side of the car maybe? Hang on. Right, there's no key around here. I can't open the back doors. I did not notice that bloody handprint before. It's locked. Oh, I feel like we need to get in here. How do I do that? Okay, so I feel like to progress the game, we really need to get into that hunting cabin, because that's a huge place that we haven't even been yet. So I'm gonna go and have another look around Trisha's room and see if we can find the key, because I think Scott said somewhere, or someone said somewhere anyway, that she would have the key. So it has to be in Trisha's room, or maybe in the shed or somewhere like that. So let's have another look for it. It's the only thing I can think to do. So let's have like a really good search. What was this again? Oh yeah, just a note. That was the key from Scott. Okay. There's nothing hidden in here. Right. Nothing hidden in the bed. There's nothing under there. I assumed that the hunting key was in this, the hunting cabin key was in this locked box here. But are you actually freaking kidding me? I literally feel like an absolute moron right now. How did I miss that key sitting right there? So I was just about to say that I had assumed that the hunting cabin key was going to be in that locked box there in Trisha's cupboard. But I was just about to say, maybe I shouldn't have assumed that. Maybe I should have another look around. And look, there's the key, sitting right out in my freaking face. How did I not see that? Oh my God. I am livid with myself, but I'm also delighted that I can now go to the hunting cabin. I'm so embarrassed. Oh well. What can you do? Do you know, I do have kind of a defense. Well, not really, but kind of. So before now, I was wearing my old contact lenses with my old prescription that's quite blurry. And now today I have my new ones in, and it's like I've got HD vision. I can see everything. I can see so clearly. So I'm gonna say that's it. I couldn't see it before because everything is a blur, but now that I have my new contact lenses in, I can see. That's my defense. Oh, I'm so happy. I feel like this is just going to unlock everything now. Right. What is it with people in bear rugs? It's so mean. Another key. Great. So many keys. I could cry. So, 1993. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous, not because it's my first time hunting, but because it's with Trisha's dad. It turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? Because she's your sister. Is it because I'm not rich? No. Or because I'm an orphan? No. It's because you're related. He didn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. Yeah, I feel like when the situation is this serious, you should just tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. You're half siblings. Don't make out anymore. We quarreled again today. I couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. Well, I mean, he's preaching because he's a priest. It's kind of what he does. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I am so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. In these past weeks, it has become more difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I've realized that I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. I've moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin, if I am willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way, the mansion garden can still be well maintained, even when Andrew cannot make it. It's been a month since Charles gave me this cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard of. Of all the names, I think I only recognize Magdalene. I just can't remember where I heard that name before. I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Painscreek. How? If I was born in Painscreek, there must be records of me in the hospital, but I've checked. There's none. I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had something that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I had to bring him home, then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I laid him down on the bed, he muttered repeatedly, "I'm so sorry, Sophia." Who's Sophia? I swear Andrew was asked to kill Sophia or something. I bet you now. Oh, and I bet you she was drowned in the lake actually, because do you remember that scary entry we read? Was it in the mansion security room where they said a little girl went missing at Halloween, and she said that a woman had found her with dark hair and like brought her back or something, and she was wearing a maid's uniform and no one knew who she was, and all the maids at the mansion were working at the time. And then do you remember we read, was it in Catherine's diary, that she saw a woman in the hospital and she looked drenched? I'd say Sophia drowned in the lake or something like that. Alrighty, now we are finally getting somewhere. Master carpentry. Okay. So way back in the first video, didn't they say that, oh, nah, his knife looks normal. It looks normal. Didn't they say that there was a secret room? Oh yeah, Trisha said Scott was avoiding her and she thought he'd like hidden in a secret room or something. So let's see if we can find that. It's locked. Okay. Where on earth would there be room for a secret room in here? Oh, I can't look at these? He's out with toilet roll. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I picked up keys. My brain is not working. Are you freaking serious? Oh, do you know what these are probably for? The church. The church. Let's go. Let's go into the storage room and see if we can open Scott's chest. Chest. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, that writing's really tiny. I'm gonna have to lean forward. So St. Patrick's Orphanage, 1994. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand that you came here earlier to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said that you'd lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of a baby. At first I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face, so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed and that whatever was left was given to the orphanage. I would be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I dearly hope it's so. Everything enclosed with the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. Okay, some toys. A blanket with moon and stars. My baby boy, 1975. 1993. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First he freaked out saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he'd never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. Oh yeah, didn't we read in one of Wanda's diaries that she hated Sophia so much? I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently he's not on speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. Clearly. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. I swear to God, Bernard murdered someone, right? Bernard's a bad egg. Getting a bad feeling about Bernard. And everyone has said they don't really like him. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized, shortly after she left Painscreek. No one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia had probably started a new life in another place. No, she died. I think Andrew killed her or caused her to be killed. In the river. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. No, I think a lot of people know about her murder. Key to a basement. Okay, so I think the other key we have, hang on, let's just check this for the basement. The only other basement I can think of is the hospital basement, so let's hope. Oh, that doesn't have an unlock option. So maybe that's the key to the hospital basement. If it is, happy days. Let's see. Oh, sorry. This one. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I take it this is Father Matthew's room. 1975, the eventful year. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. This missionary trip is harder than I expected. There is no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO, but haven't received any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I would be willing to stay for 6 months. It will be good training for me, he said. I agreed. That was before I came. 6 months have now passed. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. The people here need as much help as they can get. I am not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. I will miss the people here. At the same time, I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, he told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right, I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time I moved on with my life. Oh, so Father Matthew was kind of in love with Sophia. Right, yeah, Sophia was definitely killed or murdered. 100%. She didn't go off to start a new life. I don't believe that. Ooh. O'Malley and Associates, Attorneys at Law. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son. Medical records, transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. We will be in contact within the next few days. Emerald State Bank, Painscreek Postal. Okay, so the bank and the post office are the same building. First payment fee for Scott's lawyers, second payment fee for Scott's lawyers. Holy crap, lawyers are expensive. Right. Okay. Another diary. 1971. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people whom I can call mom and dad, but Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time I will come to realize it. Oh, so Father Matthew was adopted himself. He was adopted by Father Calvin. That's probably why he felt so strongly then to adopt Scott. Oh, that's so nice. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Mrs. Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Oh, Sophia is a relative of Father Matthew, a family member. Father Calvin always said we have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I'm sure she will be glad to have this job. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. Oh, so they were in the orphanage together. That makes sense. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because of Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out there. This is definitely one of my favourite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church and the little big books. Okay, so no, Sophia was with Father Matthew in the orphanage when they were children. And yeah, now he's invited her to be here and kind of got her that job. And yeah, I do think he likes her. I think. Nothing in there. Okay. So, I think that's everything. So, what are we doing next? I forgot. Oh, the basement! The basement! Right. We're going to do the basement. Okay, we are finally going to do this damn basement. Well, I hope so. This key better work, or I'm gonna lose my mind. It doesn't work. Oh my god. How? What other freaking basement would this key be for? We've already been in the basement in the mansion, haven't we? Basement. Would it be somewhere... Hang on, would it be somewhere in the cabin? I got so excited there thinking we're finally going to get into this stupid basement, but no, it's okay. Right, so hopefully this opens this door. Right. Yes, okay. Right. Ooh. This is in the photo, the wardrobe. Because it had that behind it. Yes. Yes. There we go. Come on. What's that do? Hello? Was that supposed to do something? Pull? Oh my god, that opened the secret entrance. That's what that did. Okay. Oh, I'm excited now. Let me just check. There's nothing. Oh, there's a diary. Unlocked the hidden truth. 1994. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I had hoped that it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. Okay, so Scott made her the music box. That's the box in her wardrobe, I think. So maybe the key for it's down here or something. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurses, this is Andrew's third unaliving attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would unalive. What I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of the ER and recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hard-working young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal. Oh my god, so I think we found out now. So Vivian, Dr. Johnson and Andrew accidentally killed Sophia. She broke her neck at the well, and then I would say Andrew probably threw her body into the well, and then that's why her ghost is wet all the time. Okay, so I think we do have to open up that well and see if we can find her body probably. Oh my god. Okay. Woo! Scott's secrets unlocked. Right. Oh, there's loads of stuff in here. Right. Let's get started. Radio. Huh. Don't know what that's about. Oh! And a key. Old gate key. Oh, is this to that locked gate in the garden of the mansion? Maybe. I'll try it there. Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. Cool. Oh, another key. Painscreek sewer. Old sewer entrance. Just at the end there of the mayor's mansion. Okay, so do we have to get into the sewers at some point maybe? What's this? Robert's estate security tapes. Oh, does he have that one that went missing? Remember it said, I made a note of it here. Someone was looking for a security tape from the 28th of June 1975 and no one could find it. Okay. Can I not put it in the... Can I not put it in the TV? Right. Here is a pattern on the baby's blanket. My baby boy. Oh, that's the blanket that was in Scott's chest. And yeah, that's Sophia. Looks like a music box key. Yes, for Trisha's music box. Awesome. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. 1995. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body. Down the well. But he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. I knew it was the well. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. Oh, that's Sophia's grave. Okay. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. A month has passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Well, yeah, of course you can't. You know now that you're related. Like, super related. Father Matthew visited me today. He said he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. I cried and I cried. I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do now. He listened and didn't speak. Scott Brooks' story. Right, so, I mean, I'd pretty much already figured all that out, but it's nice to get it confirmed even still, so... Whew, this is a lot to take in. I'm shocked about the poor Sophia thing. Oh my god, I think I missed the biggest clue in the flippin' room. How did I miss this massive clue board? Right, so Scott was working on, obviously, like, solving the mystery of who he is and what happened to, well, his mother, I guess. So, a map of Painscreek. So we've got Bernard's house, the old sewer entrance is here, Dorothy's house, Bird house, Andrew's house, time capsule in the cemetery. Yeah. Okay, we need a shovel. Derek and Wanda's house. Yeah, we've been there. Okay. So we've been to all these locations except for the Bird house and the old sewer. Okay. Okay, so who killed my mother? Magdalene, couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. Charles, he's my father. Vivian, Bernard, Andrew, Wanda, and Trisha are all still suspects. Father Calvin, he saved me, couldn't be him. Matthew was in Indonesia at the time. Derek, he was 6 years old at the time. Oh, and Dr. Johnson as well, he killed Magdalene. I mean, Vivian should have that sticky note as well because she gave her the stuff, so she killed her too. Dorothy, she loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. So, right, we know it's Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew, but I feel like Bernard maybe killed Vivian, but I'm not sure. Why was she killed? Right. What does this say? I found out who killed my mother. But can't we watch these security tapes? Or, oh, this is not the right tape. We have to find the missing one from June 28th, 1975 and maybe come back here and play it? I think so. Oh, so maybe we need to get that missing axe from Bernard's house to open up the well or something like that. I think I'm going to leave this video here. Finally, we've made some good progress again. Now, I have a feeling that the next video might be the last one. I feel like we're kind of getting quite close to the end now of the mystery. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, I would really appreciate if you would like, comment, or consider subscribing. It really does help me out, and I will see you really soon in the next